going on, people? What is going on this good Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's been 2025 has been off to a interesting start. I'll say that. Interesting start. Yeah. 2025 has been interesting thus far. What y'all doing? Let me see. Let me put something in the chat. Hold on. See if I can put something. No, that ain't it. What up, y'all? Let me know where y'all are from. Say what's up. If y'all on the live, we about to start in a minute. I'm trying to see if I could nah. All right, let me see. That ain't it. Yeah, I don't know. What is this? Oh, start Paul. Here we go. Hold on, y'all. We about to start in a minute. All right. I wonder, can y'all see that? Start poll. What up, y'all? About to start in a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to put up this poll. There we go. All right, what up, y'all? What up? 7 day. Hard body, hard spirit. What's going on? Y'all in the chat, let me know where y'all from. We're gonna start in a second. Let me know where y'all. It's cold as hell. I'm in Ohio. It's cold as a penguin's nip tits in Ohio. Let me tell you. And shout out Ohio State. Just won the championship. Beat them Notre Dame. Yeah, we whooped them. I called it. I knew he was gonna win. After we beat Oregon, I knew he was gonna win. If y'all in the chat, let me know where y'all from. We're gonna start. We got a lot. 2025. It's already off to a interesting start already. Right? If y'all in the chat, hit the like button. Let me know where y'all from. If y'all got questions, let me know. We got super chats. We got super thanks. I will shout you out if you do either one of those. If you're not subscribed to 7 Day Theory on YouTube, 7 spelled with the number 7 EVEN. But for first off, Trump pardoned the January 6th rioters. We already knew that was gonna happen, right? That's just more of the same. But Dave Chappelle was on Saturday Night Live, and he said he had some real wise words, and he's done this before, right? He was on SNL the first time that Trump got into office, and he said, "Look, everybody might not have voted for you, right? Some people might not like you. What up, Tyrek Anforth? What up? Shout out to Tyrek saying hi. Tyrek. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Tyrek. Shout out to Tyrek. Let me know where y'all from if y'all in the chat. Rep y'all city, y'all state, y'all country. Let me know where y'all from. And turn this up. Hit that like button if y'all in here. But he said something. Dave Chappelle said something real wise, right? When he was on, I don't know if y'all caught it or not. He was on Saturday Night Live. Ned Kelly looks like you, basketball clay. I don't know who Ned Kelly is, but he probably does. They probably do look like me. I don't know. I had to see him. But I got a lot of doppelgangers. I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of doppelgangers. Sean, what's his name? Y'all remember Sean Paul, the reggae, light-skinned reggae dude that was popping in like the early 2000s. What was that song? Bring the light or come to Sean Paul. I definitely look like him. Jim Jones. No, he said no. Direct. Dave Chappelle said something real wise, right? And he, like I said, he was on Saturday Night Live the last time. As soon as Trump got elected, he was on that Saturday before he got inaugurated. The first time he was in office. But he said, "Look, everybody might not have voted for you. I'm not big on Trump. Y'all, if y'all watch the channel, y'all know I don't rock with Trump. I don't think he has any redeemable or likable qualities to him, just as a person. And if you don't, I can't vote for you. If I don't like you as a person, I can't vote for you. But he said, look, everybody might not like you. Everybody might not have voted for you. But America is counting on you to do the best job that you can. He's the leader of our country. Whether we voted for him or not, he's our leader. He is the president of the United States. So even if I didn't vote for him, I still want him to do the best that he can. And definitely better than he did last time. Last time, y'all know what happened last time. Country divided damn near, almost at the brink of a civil war, damn near. But that was the Black Lives Matter movement. We kept witnessing young black women and black men getting brutally unalived by the hands of the police. George Floyd, all that happened during Trump's first reign, right? His first 4 years. And his rhetoric, the way he talks, right, and the way he doesn't condemn certain actions of certain groups, this divides the country, right? Because everybody's looking at the leader of our country as a god, right? Even though I don't think that we should look to the president unless we know that he has a real moral standing and real values that he upholds, and we know that Trump really ain't got that. So we hope they send back all the Anthony. I mean, look, if they're illegal, they shouldn't be here. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, I don't know. I'm in Ohio. We really ain't got that. We don't really deal. We ain't got that. That's not a big problem in Ohio for real. At least not that I know of. But yeah, if you come in the country, you should be legal. It should be legal. That's all. Anthony Johnson, fast. Can't wait. Neon. Yeah, you wildin'. Anyone without papers. Shout out Anthony Johnson. Look, like I said, in Ohio, we really ain't got that problem. If we do, I don't know about it. That's more a southern thing for real, or like big cities and stuff. I live in a small city in Ohio, so where's that? But I'm trying to figure out where's that wall he was talking about back in 2018, 2019. He said he's building some wall on the border. I don't think it's ever been built, and I don't think it will be built. But Dave Chappelle, this is why I love Dave Chappelle. This is why I got Dave Chappelle in my top 3 comedians of all time. Richard Pryor, Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle. That's the 3. I'm gonna make a video on my top 3 comedians of all time. Those are the 3 though. SB, I'll sub if you can't answer a question. It depends. What's the question? What's the question, brother or sister? I don't know if you a girl or a female or a man or a woman, but yeah, what's the question? Why do we SB? Why do we park on the driveway and drive on the parkway? That's a wild question. It's all there's a lot of stuff like that don't make sense, right? It's just words, man. There's a lot of words that don't make sense. That's just one of them. A lot of sentences that don't make sense. The driveway, we park on it. I don't know. It's just another thing humans came up with to call something. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. I'm not no driveway expert or no English expert. But Dave Chappelle, right? And this is why I love Dave Chappelle, because why he's funny, but he got a message behind everything he says. He said, look, the presidency is not a place for petty people, right? The presidency is not a place where you don't want somebody that's petty in the president office, right? Because if they are petty, it could lead to bigger things, bigger crises, right? You really got to be understanding, have empathy, really care about your people, your community, your country, right? If you want to lead the country, everybody is counting on Donald Trump to do the best job he can, whether we voted for him or not. I still live in America. I got 4 kids. I'm raising them in America, right? Even though I don't agree with Trump as a person, his morals, his values, y'all know, y'all didn't heard him say, what do you do to females? I grab them by the right. We heard him say that. But I still want him to do the best job that he can. What's up, Savage? What's up? Do you believe in God? Yes, I believe in God. 100%. 100%. I believed in God since I was shout out to Savage. I believed in God since I was small child. Small child. Crazy story is when you get them little small Bibles, they handed those out during elementary school one day. And like the next day, I got made fun of because I was in class reading one of them small little Bibles. I ain't gonna lie. Since a kid, I always had them questions in the back of my mind. Where did we come from? Why are we here? Right? I always had those questions in the back of my mind, and all those questions led me to God. So yeah. Shout out to Savage. Rich Mac only ending in 1878. I don't know what that is. All right. Would you rather fight 12-year-olds or 55-year-olds? Neither. I don't want to fight no kids. I got enough kids. I got 4, and that's enough. And of all ages, I got 14, 10, 9, and 4. I don't want to fight no kids. None. Shout out to Joe Condis though. If y'all in the chat, hit that like button, turn this up. But Dave Chappelle also on Diddy. This man, look, this Dave Chappelle is one of the greatest comedians ever, right? And this is why I love Dave Chappelle. He said, look, this man caught a RICO case talking about Diddy. Do Turkish people marry what? I don't know. But he said Diddy caught a RICO case by himself, right? By himself, single-handedly. Now, how in the world who is he conspiring with? A RICO case is, if y'all don't know, a RICO case is something they give to the mob, gangs, Bloods, Crip, right? All these gangs. How does one man get a RICO case? One man. Now, I think he does have other co-conspirators, right? They just haven't really named them publicly, I don't think. But to be the only person named in a RICO case is wild. Wild. And look, he said, look, I thought you was he said he didn't even know about the Diddy parties. He said all his friends knew about the Diddy parties. He's learning that. He's like, yeah, did you go to Diddy party last night? He said, what Diddy party? He said, this is how I know that I was ugly, right? Because he didn't get invited to none of the Diddy parties, right? That was the joke that that's how he found out he was ugly, because all his friends was invited to the Diddy parties and he was not, right? It's a white then what? Yeah, you wild. Lubed up. Shout out Lubed up. It's a whole ring. Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. Ghost Dog, I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all wilding in the chat. But damn. So look, another thing with Trump, right? He pardoned the January 6th rioters, right? Videos on the channel, made a video about that. Trump, if the rioters that attacked the Capitol on January 6, 2020, if they were a group of black people, he would not have pardoned them. Let's start there. He would not have pardoned them at all. Not only would he not even have thought of pardoning them, he would have condemned them publicly, right? We've heard what he said about the Central Park 5. Even though they got acquitted and was innocent, he still never recanted his statements. He said they should be unalived. Right, these 5 black brothers that got wrongly convicted of doing something to this white female. In the papers, when it happened, he said they should be unalived. This is what he said. He never took back his statements, ever, never. So we know that if the January 6th rioters, if there was a group of black people, it wouldn't even be a question, right? It wouldn't even be a question whether they get pardoned. They just wouldn't have. When Black Lives Matter was going on, right? People were looting. Maybe some people were looting in Black Lives Matter, or some of the hangers on was looting, destroying stuff, right? They tried to attach everything negative you could think of, call Black Lives Matter thugs, gangsters, criminals, right? For protesting, and mostly peaceful protests, right? For protesting about police brutality and the police being unaliving black men and women, right? And racism as a whole. This is what they was protesting. And they got called every name in the book for it, right? The January 6th rioters literally are terrorists, right? They attacked their own country, assemble a government building. And not only that, they didn't just destroy and break windows and go where they was not supposed to go, trespass and all that, destroying stuff. They attacked hundreds of police officers got injured that day. 100, not one, not two, not three, not four, not 20, hundreds of police officers, right? And they did this over something that wasn't even real. They did this over a false narrative that Trump, the ex-president at the time, was pushing. And the narrative that was pushed was that the election was rigged, which it was not, right? So the Black Lives Matter are protesting for something that's real, something that's actually happening to our people. We're being unalived, right? And disrespected. That's why we needed a whole Black Lives Matter movement to even say that our lives matter, because they didn't to other people. Other races love to say, oh, all lives matter. Yeah, we know that because all white people and all the other races act accordingly to other races. It's when it comes to us that we are not mattered, right, in the minds and the hearts of other races. That's why we needed a whole movement to say that our lives matter, because they didn't, and it was blatant. So we're protesting that, and we get called every name in the book: thug, gangsters, criminals. But the January 6th rioters, right, protesting not peacefully, injured police officers, the same police officers that the Trump supporters was screaming when Black Lives Matter was saying defund the police. What was the Trump supporters saying? Oh no, we're behind the police. No, we need to keep the police. No, fund the police, right? They was so gung ho and was backing the police so much, right? The Trump supporters. But on January 6th, they literally injured police officers. There is I don't hear none of that police talk around January 6th. Nothing. It'd be crickets. I really want to talk about it. What y'all got to say about the same people that said, no, don't defund the police, was so for the police, backing them. The same people went and literally attacked the police, right? On something that wasn't even real, the rigged election. Look, newsflash, spoiler alert, y'all, 7-day, you heard it here first, the election wasn't rigged. If that election was rigged, how are you getting in office this time? How come, this one ain't rigged? That one was rigged, but this one ain't rigged? How you getting in office then? If that one was rigged, but this one ain't, right? It was a false narrative to begin with. This is what I'm talking about. The 7-day theory, we all about accountability, morals over money. Real men and women take their wins like they take their losses, right? And our president, that's right now, he don't do that. He showed that he does not do that. When he lost, he cried and whined like a baby, talking about it was rigged, when it was not. He just was a poor loser, right? He's just a sore loser. Real men and women take their losses like they take their W's, right? Shout out to General Glass, identify as black even though I'm white. Oh, okay, that's what's up. You an ally. Too far gone. Pray for it. Our God King. Yes. Free Ali. Farrakhan or real talk. Shout out to Free Ali. A ring of people like Diddy. Whole ring. Yeah. Identify general mental health help. Do you need too far gone? Do you need mental health help? If you do, they got plenty of places to go for mental health. I see a counselor. I talk to a counselor once a week. I talk to a counselor. It's cold as fuck out here. I have to turn the air on. I love the police. Gerald Glass. That's cool with you. I'm not really a real big police guy. A lot of the bad apples spoil it for the bunch, right? And I really don't even like calling the police. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even like calling for nothing. I'm 38. I never called the police for anything in my life. If I got a situation, like a medical situation, something like that somebody needs, yeah. But even then, I still don't like calling the police. I ain't gonna lie. But Frederick, us natives are sick of y'all. Fiend Luck, us natives are sick of y'all. I don't know what you talking about. Fiend Luck. You gotta elaborate on that. Hit that like button if y'all in here. Turn this up. Look. So, one second. I love that coffee. I put the drugs down. I picked the coffee up. That's my new addiction. I'm in recovery. So, I put the drugs down. Pick the coffee up. Love coffee. I drink probably like 4 or 5 cups a day. I ain't gonna hold you. Justin Williams, if y'all in the chat, let me know where y'all from. Hit that like button. Turn us up. Now, if y'all didn't hear, it just dropped, right? This just dropped on the Art of Dialogue channel. The best part of waking up, right? Yeah. I can't wait. I literally, look, this is how I'm so grateful to wake up, right? From going through literally hell on earth for years for being in active addiction, that I literally, when I go to sleep, I be dreaming and thinking about the coffee I'm about to get when I wake up. I ain't gonna lie. That's how much I love coffee. Coffee make you sniff like that. No, I'm out in the cold. I'm in the car, so it's cold out here. I just turned the. That's what's making me sniffle though. But yeah, shout out to Jew Man 313. Best part of waking up, bro. LOL. Yeah, real talk. But if y'all didn't see the Art of Dialogue, now the Art of Dialogue, he's a Tupac fan. He interviews a whole bunch of people on Tupac. They had Desiree Smith on. They interviewing her now. Like part 3 just dropped today. Yesterday though, they had part 2 or part 3 on, right? She reveals that the police tried to frame Tupac during his SA case, the case that he got locked up for in prison. Now, when they came and arrested him at the hotel that this supposedly happened, he had a tape of her that he was carrying around, explicit tape that he was carrying around of him and her. The police find the tape, and they say on the tape, he says the police try to contact her to get her to pretty much frame Tupac, because they said it looked like it was somebody underage on the tape, even though she knew she was grown. She was grown, right? She was over 18. They tried to say, she looked underage and it looked like it wasn't consensual, whatever. She went into hiding. She ain't want nothing to do with it. She was really a real down chick, and I'm gonna tell y'all how down she was in a second, because the third part really tells you how down she was. Now, they tried to frame Tupac, but she wasn't going for it, right? If she was like a real clout chasing, real vindictive type chick, then yeah, she would have went for it. But that just shows you her character, that she was a real loyal friend, real loyal girlfriend. She was Tupac's ex-girlfriend. Now, in part 3, the Art of Dialogue channel, it just dropped today. She reveals that she was the one that helped Tupac and connect Tupac with Faith Evans, right? She was the one that really hatched the plan with Tupac to get back at Biggie. Tupac and Biggie, right? They went at it. They was going at it. Tupac felt like Biggie kind of was not a good friend. He didn't tell him that he was about to get set up when he got shot in New York, right before he went to jail. So he gets out of prison, and he's messing with Desiree Smith, the girl that does the interview, and he's like, "Look, I'm trying to get back at Biggie. I want to get either Little Kim or Faith Evans." Desiree lives by Faith Evans, or lives by Biggie, right? So she's in the inner circles of the chicks, of the females, and going to all the parties, going to Biggie's concerts. She's hearing that, yeah, him and Faith are married. Faith and Biggie are married, but they having trouble. Like their marriage is rocky. So her and Tupac, right? And now she loved Tupac. So in theory, she said this was a good idea, right? She was all for it until it actually happened. So she tells Tupac, like, look, you can probably get at Faith. Lil' Kim maybe not so much, but Faith, they really having a hard time, right? So Tupac flies Faith Evans out. He smashes. He calls Desiree Smith right after he smashes. He calls him, and she pretty much crying, right? She pretty not on the phone, but it pretty much broke her heart, because she was in love with Tupac, right? She was down for it, right, until it actually happened. It's one of them things to where, like, if you got a girl and y'all be thinking about maybe doing something with like with somebody else, or swinging or something like that, it could sound fun, right, when y'all talking about it, like, yeah, we can go find a girlfriend, another girl for me, and you can mess with the girl. And then when you actually do it or actually try to do it, it'd be a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? It really takes a certain type of person to really go that far and really share that intimacy with somebody else that's not in your relationship, right? Mountain Dew Master, lube up, yeah, lube up. We don't want no dry. We ain't rocking with the dry stuff. If you dry, I can't mess with you. 68 million less than we know of. Where did all the votes go? Or is it more likely that they were never there in the first place? Let's be honest. Let's just be honest. What do you mean about the 68 votes? You mean like, so you saying the election was rigged or it wasn't rigged? Nice vibe, HM. Nice vibe. Shout out to HM. If y'all in the chat, hit that like button. Turn this up. I just subscribed. Can I say hi to my sis? Can you say hi, Deeza? What's up? Shout out to HM. Shout out to Deeza. What up? And yo, was it the HM? Just subscribe. Shout out to HM with the subscribe coming through. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Really, I do. Read the entire conversation. I don't know what you mean about that. I don't know what you're talking. Let's just be honest. I don't know what you're talking about. Deeza, yeah, I see you. Got him. Shout out to you. Ain't say that. I ain't say the other part, so you ain't get me. You got to say the other part. Yeah, you tried though. You tried. Check this out though. So, yeah, we was on Tupac. So, Tupac smashes. Read the comments. Wait. Let me see. I ain't coffee man. Well, I ain't coffee make you. That's part of waking up. I ain't 68 million. I still don't know what you're talking about with the 68 million. I read all the comments, brother. You said Deeza. Yeah, that's all I said though. That Deeza don't. You got to say the other part, man. I ain't say the other part. Yeah. Nice try though. Nice try. Check this though. Tupac and Desiree, right? So he ended up doing that, right? He ended up smashing Faith Evans, and in a world, right? In a world of, we just had Drake and Kendrick, right? Just had this dude ain't even admit he got. I ain't say the last part. I didn't get got. I ain't say the last part, but anyway, in a world where all these rap battles, right? We just had Kendrick versus Drake, where people be saying allegations that don't be true, right? Hit 'Em Up is the best diss record to ever exist, to ever come out. Best diss record in hip hop history. Not only was it the hardest and most brutal and most disrespectful, right? Diss record, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. It was truthful. There was no lies in Hit 'Em Up. He said he did something to his wife. He messed with his wife. He really did that in real life. He actually did that, right? And this is where 6ix9ine learned from Tupac, because 6ix9ine was listening to Shotty, and Shotty was a big Tupac fan, right? Shotty was one of the Treyway, non Trey blood members, one of the high-ranking ones, right? And he was pretty much 6ix9ine's manager. 6ix9ine took a page from Tupac's book, right? Whenever he was beefing with somebody, what would he do? He would fly that girl out, fly their baby mom out, make a video with them, right? In the video, hugged up, laid up, take them shopping, spend some money on them, and then he would put it in the song, right? He got that from Tupac. Tupac was probably the first rapper to really do that, and to not only just say it, right? Not just say, "Oh yeah, I messed with your girl." Nah, he really did it, and we got Vlad. Y'all can go to Vlad's channel. The only person that never admitted that they messed with Tupac was Faith Evans. Everybody else that was around Tupac, as soon as he did it, he was calling people like, "Hey, guess who I just hit?" Right? He was calling everybody he was close with, everybody that knew him and Biggie and the whole situation. Driscoll, Ice Cube, No Vaseline. No Vaseline is a close second. It's very disrespectful too. I like Ice Cube, but I like Pac more as a rapper anyway. So yeah, Hit 'Em Up. I got Hit 'Em Up over No Vaseline. West Coast holds a crown on diss songs. Hey, shout out to Bolt. Real talk. this real talk. West Coast with Kendrick, like that, just Kendrick got the Not Like Us going crazy on. He might not be able to perform at the Super Bowl because of this lawsuit that Drake got, which Drake need to knock it off. Just take your L, move on, brother, or make another song. But with Not Like Us and Hit 'Em Up, yeah, y'all got the diss tracks on lock. Like, y'all got the best diss track. Those might be 1 and 2 for real. It might be Hit 'Em Up and Not Like Us. Those might be 1 and 2 as far as diss records of all time. The best diss records of all time. And the crazy part is that Tupac really was a kind of New York MC. He was his first before he started, when he was about to start first rapping. His name was going to be MC New York. That's what he called himself before he just went with his regular name, Tupac. But yeah, he was a New York rapper. He had a New York rap style. Easy E, real Compton City G's. Yeah, that was a good one. Not better than Hit 'Em Up though. Not better than No Vaseline. But a good one. Easy. I grew up listening to Easy. I love Easy, man. Yeah, he was one of the most. When I was just getting into rap, he was one of the most artists I listened to for real. When I was in my just getting into hip hop stage. Ether is the best diss record of all time. Stop it. Ether is one of the best. It ain't the best ever. How you know it's not the best is because Nas sampled Tupac in his diss record, right? You can't sample another diss record and then your diss record is better than the one you sampled. He sampled Tupac's voice when he said FJZ. He sampled that. So yeah, but I love Ether. I ain't gonna lie. When Ether came out, it was viral. Everybody was saying that Jay-Z lost the battle. Ether was crazy. It was Ether, literally. Killed it. So I love Ether. I thought Tupac was from the Bay. He moved around though. He lived in Baltimore. He lived in the Bay. But I think a lot of his younger years, and most of his time was spent more on the East Coast. But yeah, he did live in the Bay for a while. You're right. Shout out to Driscoll. Yeah, he did live in the Bay, or Oakland. Oakland is the Bay, right? I ain't from the West Coast, so I think Oakland is in the Bay, right? That's what I think. Cannabis has some crazy diss tracks about L. Yeah, he did. And Eminem and 50 has some good ones too. I ain't gonna lie. That casket drop or something to the casket drop. Eminem, Benzino, one of those, and all the G Unit. I smell. Is that you, Ja? That 50 Cent and Ja Rule beef. 50 killed. Look, 50 dropped a diss track on Ja Rule's head and murdered his whole career, unalived his whole career. Ja Rule was the biggest rapper in the game until 50 Cent came. Until he killed his whole career. He was done. After 50 Cent came out, it was a wrap. And Ja Rule was making all them love, was singing with J-Lo and all. Come on now. Have you hit the... Oh, yeah. If y'all ain't here, hit the like button, turn us up. We got super chats. We got super thanks. You will get a shout out. You do either one of those. Hit that like button, though. Turn us up, y'all. But look. Tony Yayo just did and speaking of 50 in diss tracks, right? Tony Yayo was just on $1 million worth of game. Shout out to Gillian Wallow. Love both of them brothers. Man, I just had someone trying to tell me 2 days ago that Tupac ain't dead, and neither was Biggie and Diddy. That they are all actors who are in on it. Jesse Halsell. So check this out. Biggie, yeah, they definitely deceased, right? Tupac is deceased, but when Tupac first got deceased, right? When that first happened, when he first got the first year afterwards, right? There was a lot, and this was when the internet was first coming out. I really believed that too. When I was a young kid, right? I really believed that Tupac faked his own unaliving and was really alive in Cuba, right? And Death Row and Suge Knight pushed that agenda. They really did. Snoop Dogg would be on interviews. He would say stuff like, "Oh, well, is he?" He would play into that, right? And he was doing it to sell records, right? Because all this controversy and all that. Is he alive? Is he not? It sells records. It makes people talk about that person. And it sells more records. And they was really, even though they knew that it was not true at all, they was really pushing that narrative, and people on the internet, because I was there, I was in the chat rooms and on the little websites, looking at all the they broke down Tupac's lyrics, like he said this on this track, so he planned his demise 6 months in advance and went to Cuba and all, right? They was dissecting all the lyrics. And while Tupac was prophetic in his words about his own demise, Tupac, to me, he was kind of a prophet, right? He prophesized his own demise, kind of, right? In a lot of songs, he spoke about unaliving a lot, right? He got shot before he got unalived. He got shot before, so he was close to death. So he was always talking about this. He was always talking about it, and this is where it comes into play, where like you can kind of like speak into your existence, your own reality, right? This happens from you can do this and do this in a good way, or you can speak stuff into existence in a negative way. And in Tupac's case, he spoke it into existence in a negative way, right? If you always talking about, if all your thoughts and feelings and words, right, are all geared toward, I'm a meet an early demise, then guess what? You might just meet that early demise. This is reality. Like, you can really speak your reality into existence. This happens, right? Because your thoughts and your words controls your actions. So if you're thinking that way, you're gonna do stuff that it lines up with that way of thinking. So if you're thinking that you're gonna meet an early demise, you're gonna move around recklessly. You're gonna move reckless like Tupac was doing. Always speak curse. Always speak curse. What? Big time, exactly. You couldn't have said it better, my friend. Shout out to Jesse House there, my friend. I tried showing him Trap Lord Ross's 50 Cent's 20-year-old plot on Diddy's career, bro, and yards pray. Yeah, bro, I've been saying this for the past 5 weeks. Wait, what? So I tried showing him Trap Lord Ross 50 Cent's 20-year plot on Diddy's career. Yeah, 50 Cent and Diddy do not like each other. And look, shout out to 50, because I don't like Diddy either. For real, I think he really did put a hit out on Tupac. They got people that did it. Keefy D done said this. The man that was in the car that unalived Tupac said that Diddy was supposed to pay him $1 million for what he did, right? So Diddy is a shady, sketchy, no good type of person, right? Just as shady as it can be, right? Evil, really. So and then he took Biggie to LA a year when the whole West Coast was pissed off about Tupac being unalived, and took Biggie to LA anyway. When they knew that it was dangerous, he still took him over there, and took him over there with really not that good of security, because their security was what, 2 trucks and 2, 3, 4 security guards. It really wasn't all like that for you to have that much danger. A whole coast was at your head, and you take them to a party and y'all go, like, I just think Diddy mishandled all that, and I think he really perpetuated Tupac's demise, for real. Even though Tupac himself, his actions led him to that by punching Orlando Anderson. You can also get that untouchable feeling about yourself. Yeah, and shout out to John Taines Cooper. Shout out Johnny. Yeah, Tupac definitely had that untouchable feeling towards himself. Like, you can see it. There's clips from that night where Tupac was he watched a fight, right? Him and Mike Tyson was like this. When you go to a fight, you go to see a game and your team wins, you get that hyped up feeling. You get that, yeah, you get that untouchable feeling. I've been to games, I haven't been to fights, but I've been to games where you get that feeling. Mike Tyson had just knocked out somebody, right? And Tupac watched it. He just watched his friend knock out somebody. And Mike Tyson came out to Tupac's music, a song that Tupac wrote specifically for that night. So in his head, he's hyped up, and there's little clips that you can see as soon as the fight's done. Pac's walking out, and he's like in a good mood, but he's in a boisterous mood, right? You can tell that he's feeling himself. He's walking around, he's slapping people, he's joking, he's running around, right, being loud, being Tupac, how he really is. But you can tell he had that untouchable feeling about him. And when the dude from the Bloods, I forget, Trey was his name, from the Bloods, he pointed out Orlando Anderson. He said, and this is why Tupac was loyal to a fault. Like, he was loyal
he was such a good person, but that's what made him end up the way he ended up, right? Is because one of the people in the Bloods pointed out Orlando Anderson, because Orlando Anderson was a Crip. He had fought and tried to take Trayvon's chain in a mall. There's a couple weeks before this. He's pointed out to him. He didn't point out just to Tupac. He pointed out to everybody. Tupac took it upon himself. Didn't say nothing to nobody. He said, "Oh, that's the dude that tried to steal my chain." Tupac beeline to Orlando Anderson, hit him one time, knocked him down, and that's when you see it's on camera, it's on YouTube. You can see it where the whole Death Row Squad, all the Bloods, everybody start kicking him and punching him while he's on the ground. The camera does not pick up Tupac's punch though, but from all the accounts that everybody was there, they said Tupac hit him, and the first hit knocked Orlando Anderson down. That's the type of person Tupac was, though. He wasn't no internet gangster. He wasn't no studio gangster, right? What he said, how he felt, he'll really fight about it. He'll really get down about it, right? That's the type of person, and that's why I love Tupac, because he was genuine. He was real. Shout out Jesse Housel. Preach, my brother. Yeah, we can manifest our own destinies. I couldn't agree with you more on Tupac doing this as well as Big. He had an album ready to die. Sorry for type of. I was like, yeah, real talk. Whatever you speak, your mind, your thoughts, your actions are gonna follow suit. If you wake up every day, right, and say that my life ain't worth nothing, I'm never gonna be successful, I'm nothing in this life, and always your own image of yourself is always negative, your life is gonna be negative. Look, newsflash, spoiler alert, you heard it here first, people. The 7th day. Your thoughts and feelings and words guide your actions, right? Until I thought about changing, as far as me being in recovery, until I thought about changing, my thoughts about myself were all negative. I thought about myself as, oh, I'm a pass before my time. I'm just a addict. My life is gonna be tragic. I'm gonna end violently and tragic, right? These are the thoughts I had about myself until I asked myself who I want to be. And when I answered myself, it wasn't the person I was. Then I had to think about, okay, well, what do I need to do to be the person I want to be? And that's what led me to changing, right? So if all your thoughts and feelings and emotions are geared toward negativity and not being successful and not doing nothing in life and just being negative about your own self, your own inner dialogue is one of the most important things of how to change your life. Even just thinking that you can be successful will put you in a happier mood. Let me say it one more time. Hold on. Even just the thought, right? Even just the thought that you can be successful, the potentiality of you being successful in whatever you want to do can change and alter your mood, and in turn change your life. Because now, even with that thought of, oh man, I could be successful, I can make something of my life, your actions are going to start taking steps to actually be that, to become successful in life or do whatever it is that your dreams that you have in your head to do. Your inner dialogue is one of the most crucial things that can change your life for the better or for the worse. Real talk. Just for the past 5 months, I've been telling everyone its frequency, including our feelings and what we protect in our mind or in our world, is what we protons are waves of before observed. Yeah, real talk. Real talk. You got in the chat, hit that like button, turn this up. Yes, it is. It is what we make it. Hell, just think about what heaven on earth is, and that feeling of that will manifest. It's all visualizing and feeling. Yeah. Before that, real talk. Shout out to Jesse in the chat with some wisdom. Yeah, some wisdom. Look, my whole life, I always looked at my inner dialogue was negative. So that's all that I would, my whole life was negative. Until the whole time I was thinking like that. Why I thought like that, I don't know. It could be depression. It could be the way I was brought up. It could be a lot of different things. The culture, the way I was, my neighborhood. It could be a lot of different things. Mental illness, addiction, right? It could be a lot of different things. Until you change your inner dialogue and you're vibrating on a higher frequency, like when you really love yourself, right? When you really have respect for yourself, when you look at yourself as a king or a queen and really don't do nothing to disrespect your body, your mind, or your spirit, that's when you find peace, right? When you don't when you no longer allow other people or yourself to disrespect yourself, your being, that's where you find peace at, right? I don't care. I could be gone tomorrow, right? I'm a go on to the next life happy. And I'm not rich by any means, not at all, right? I'm on the poor side, but I'm probably happier than I say like 99% of millionaires. I'm probably happier than 99% of billionaires, a thousandaires. To be honest, because once you figure out that life is not like Tupac said it best, right? This is America, and we got all it's capitalism, right? Greed, all gimme, push, gimme, right? And keep everybody away and let me hoard this money, right? When you figure out that the real stuff in life that really matters ain't got nothing to do with money, nothing. Not the real stuff in life that actually matters does not have nothing to do with money at all. Money can buy you comfortability. It cannot buy you happiness. It just can't. It can't. And it can't. And if it does, it can't sustain the happiness, right? You have to keep doing that thing over and over and over and over and over again. Let's see. You like them bad girls, my brother? Yeah, you like them bad gals, my brother, my brother Jojo. Shout out Jojo in the chat. But so we were speaking on the beefing, right? Tony Yayo was on $1 million worth of game, and he revealed that, and y'all remember 50 Cent and Ja Rule was beefing back in the day, right? Y'all remember that? That was the whole thing. You have a really big mouth. I do, and I love to talk. I do. Shout out to Jimmy. Shout out to Jimmy. I do got a big mouth, and I love to talk. I love it. But check this. 50 Cent destroyed Ja Rule's career. Dope hack. Thank you. Shout out to Tornado Garden. Dope hack. No, I mean literally. Yeah, I know, and figuratively, both. It's both. But yeah, both figuratively. I know what you meant. But so 50 Cent, right? Like your mouth extends up to your cheek. Yes, we know. I have a big mouth. I should. I'm the real life Joker. People, it's the real. This is what if the Joker was really in real life, he'll look like me. He'll look like me. But so 50 destroyed Ja Rule's career, right? Ended it. It was over with after 50 Cent came up. Tony Yayo was just on $1 million worth of game. It was on like on Sunday or Monday, one of them days. He revealed that 50 Cent knocked out. This is what he claims, right? He said 50 Cent and Ja Rule fought and 50 Cent knocked him out. Now he said it in a funny ass way. He said Ja Rule came in the room, murder, right? If y'all didn't see the clip, go watch $1 million or just look for the clip, $1 million worth of game. Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder was on there. 50 Cent and Ja Rule. Now they have fought. They both admitted that they fought, right? 50 said he knocked him out. Tony Yayo said he knocked him out. Ja Rule says, no, look, I ain't knock you out. There ain't no way. He didn't get knocked out, right? And Ja Rule commented under the post, right? He said that he put the cap emoji, put the clown emoji. He said, I knocked the soul, the earth, wind, and fire out of Tony Yayo. This is what Ja Rule said about Tony Yayo. Ja Rule claims that 50 Cent had an order of protection out on Ja Rule, right? Now, I think years ago they did some DVDs or like y'all remember the beef DVDs or the smack DVDs where they show all the rappers beef. I think on one of them or one of them kind of DVDs or one of them type of shows, they actually put the paperwork out of Curtis Jackson's protection order. Now, but I don't know if I could be misremembering that, right? Bro, you were born into not our fault. Boy, you were born into not our fault. And yes, we were taught not to love ourselves. This whole P. Diddy thing is kind of a part of that. And it's sad I miss old Pac when he preached love. 50, in my opinion. Toro. Yeah, real talk, Jesse. Shout out to Jesse. Yeah. If y'all in the chat, hit that like button, turn this up. Uh the only really one. Yeah. Tupac, look, there ain't been an artist since Tupac. There ain't been an artist like Tupac. There will never be an artist. I believe. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for years. Never seen it. I have never seen another artist like Tupac since he's been gone. And before him. He's really one of a kind, right? And I've been waiting. Like, I've never learned so much from studying a person, studying he in his music, his interviews, the way he lived his life, right? It was all inspirational. It was all revolutionary. He was raised by a revolutionary. I just did on the channel. I did the first episode of Black Icon Spotlight on my channel. The first episode is on Tupac, right? And this is crazy, right? So, well, order our public yeah. So they might have put that public records out for 50. I don't know. Drills. Yes, I'm black. I'm my dad's black. My mom's Greek. I identify as black though. Jesus. R.I.P. Tupac. Jimmy. Yeah. I identify as black though. Right. So everybody always asks I'm so light and I look how I look, but yeah, I'm black. Tupac. Yeah, but nah. 50. He was calling out so many big time people, even drug. Yeah. South. Yeah, he was. Yeah, I can see it. No, off the rip, I peeped. Yeah, most people do. And Drills is probably Drills. You probably are you black? Let me know if you black, Drills. It's always the white people who don't like you're black. You don't even look black. Well, you're black. You don't even. They be on that type of time, right? Exactly. Any black person. This is what I don't like about YouTube is that every video I make, right? I speak on black culture, I speak on hip hop culture, I speak on a lot of black culture, a lot of racism, all that type of stuff, right? It's always the non-black people that are trying to tell me what and who I am, right? For one, how do you not know a human being? They don't know my mom or my dad. They don't know what race I am. They just going off my appearance, right? It's always the non-black people that's saying, "Oh, you're not black. Look, you're whiter than me. I'm white. I'm blacker than you. Blah blah blah. Because I'm darker, right? Um, Appearance and DNA are not the same thing, right? It's always the white people that I meet in real life or on YouTube in the comments that are always saying that are always got something to say about what I am, trying to tell me what I am, right? It's always the non-black people. Whenever I met a black person in real life, they always knew I was mixed with something. They always knew I was black. Every black person I met in real life, it was always the white people or non-black people that would be like, "What are you?" You know what I mean? Type shit. But Jojo, you was black. Yes, I'm black. My dad's black. My mom's Greek. Well, you're mixed, and it's obvious. You define you. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Ken. Yeah, that's why I don't get what people be weird in the comments. People be so weird trying to tell me what I am, as if I needed you to tell me what I am. Right? I don't need nobody's validation. I know who my mom is. I know who my dad is. I'm validated by myself and God. Only person that validates me is me and God. That's it. For sure. Admin teams for your accounts in terms of infinite. Hell no, you silly. It's silly. I like that. I like the admin. That was funny. We are all God. Yeah, real talk, Jesse. Real talk. It's the hack gang. It's the hack gang. Yeah, yeah. Turn this out, y'all in that chat. Turn this out. Hey, what was I talking about? Admin team support. I thought that was a real. Because I'm new to YouTube. I only been doing YouTube since October, so I thought that was a real admin team support. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, wait, what is he talking about? My shit been suspended. Nah, you straight. That was funny. Sure, had me laughing. 50 ending careers left and right. Look, and 50 besides Tupac, right? Because he really did what he said in the diss record. He really messed with this man's wife. He really did that. 50 is the biggest and best troll since Tupac. Right? And 6ix9ine, before he snitched, he was the biggest troll, right? Then he snitched, and that super tough guy image that he was pushing, Test My Gangster World Tour, we learned that was all fake. He wasn't tough at all, right? Couldn't hold a candle to nobody. Couldn't do one day in jail, right? As soon as they arrested 6ix9ine, he on his way to the precinct. 6ix9ine was like, "What y'all want me to tell y'all? What y'all want to know? Yeah, I want to get out tonight."
Matter of fact, take me right back home. I'll tell y'all anything y'all want to know, right? As soon as they put the cuss on 6ix9ine, he was talking, right? Uh Snitching is for cowards. Real men don't snitch, first of all. And I'm not even in the streets. That's just my man code is I don't snitch. If I did something to put me behind bars, I take my time, I do my lick, right? And I've been to jail. But besides 6ix9ine was getting up there as far as the biggest troll, but 50 Cent has been doing it the longest and the best ever. Whenever y'all heard what he said, bro, how he took May shopping. Who took May shopping? Was it 50 or was it Diddy? Who took May shopping? I think it was 50 in that music video. I think that's what you're talking about. 50 freaking took May shopping literally after Diddy asked, and Mace had no clue, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In the music video, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he said he wanted look 50. Shout out to 50 because he been calling out Diddy because Diddy been on some weird ish. And people just was ignoring it. Fabulous. Remember on the Drink Champs episode talking about Fabulous. No, we need to party, Fab. Oh, we partied already. No, we need to really party. Like, what? What is you talking about? Fab ignored it, right? Jada Kiss, they all sitting around letting Diddy say whatever, all this sus stuff and doing all that. 50 was not about it. I rock with 50 heavy. But this order protection, right? So if Ja Rule claims that 50 Cent had an order protection. If that is true, because I do believe in the past they had put out the public records of the order protection. If that's first of all, I can't see 50 doing that. If that is true, that would really shock me. I'd be shocked because for one, I don't see 50 as any coward type dude that would put an order protection out on another man. That's some coward stuff to do. If you a man, especially if you in the streets and you in hip hop, you don't call the police. First of all, you definitely don't put an order of protection. That's something females do to their abusers in domestic violence situations, right? You don't do that, right? So I would be really shocked if that is actually true. But I thought I remembered that in the past they had put out the actual paperwork. It said Curtis Jackson. Order protection against Ja Rule, you know what I mean? So it could be true, but I ain't gonna say for sure it's true, but I'd be shocked if it is. It's just Kenny. If a crime happens and you see it then snitch, but don't be in the middle of the crime spree and then turn around, tell the police what everyone is doing like 6ix9ine. Exactly. It's just Kenny. Shout out to Kenny. It's just Kenny. Look, if I seen something, right? Even then, no, I might not. Just me. I might not say nothing. It depends on the situation, right? Just because I'm that much against snitching and talking to the police. And it really ain't no street stuff. It's just my personal feelings. And well, hold on, let me see. He is genius. All right, I'm gonna get to Jesse's comment in a second. But yeah, turn around and the police. Look, in the 7-day chant, right? My channel. It's all about accountability and being a man and a woman. This is why I tell every young kid, right? Do not, or even young adults, whoever, if you can't do jail time, I'm talking about years. If you can't do months, if you can't do weeks, don't even get started in the streets because that's what it's gonna go. You're gonna have to do that at some point. And there's nobody out in the streets that escaped jail. Not one, not nobody that escaped jail, right? Somebody, if you're in the streets and you really living that life, you're gonna have to go to jail at some point. It's just a reality of that situation. If you can't do that, then don't be in the streets. I never got the fact of 6ix9ine running around, right? Acting like he's the toughest gangster in New York, the toughest rapper to ever walk the earth. And then we see videos of him meeting up with Casanova and him literally damn near running, right? When both days crews met up, 6ix9ine just glided, just like moonwalked backwards, right? Out of the way. So because he didn't want to fight with Casanova. And then as soon as he get arrested, he tells on all his friends, and then they try to justify, well, oh, they was messing with my baby mom and all this. Okay, well, if you're in the streets and somebody messes with your baby mom, what do? You don't call the police. That's definitely not what you do, and you definitely don't snitch on them, right? He tried to justify his actions.
if you're a real man or a real woman, if you do a crime and you get caught for it, your actions led you to jail. There's no reason why you should be telling on somebody else so that they can be in your spot. Like, so you don't want to be in the spot you in, but you want to put somebody else in the spot you in. That make it make sense, people. It don't. I never got the whole snitching thing ever. I never get that way of thinking ever in my life. If I don't want to do, if I can't stand up and man up and do my time, then I wouldn't be doing nothing illegal, right? That's just common sense to me. Like, I think common sense ain't common, right? It's 2025, but common sense is not common to a lot of people. That's the sad part. And it's common sense. If you can't do jail time, go get you a 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5. It's plenty of females or it's plenty of males that like dudes and like females that work a 9 to 5. It's plenty of, the whole world is filled with people like that. These kids grow up, right? And I was one of them that thought, like, yeah, I got to be in the streets. I got to sell this and that. I got to do this and that in the streets so that I could be cool, so I could be popping, so I could be tough, right? So I can get the best girl, the finest chick and all that, right? It's all lies. It's all lies. Your personality can get whoever you want to get, right? And you're going to attract the people that you want based on just being who you are, right? That's the number one lie that doesn't get. That's the number one truth that doesn't get told, right? Is that just by being yourself, you're gonna attract whatever and whoever you want to you. Just by being yourself. I think that goes way, it's so underrated, right? Nobody ever talks about really just being you and being okay with whoever you are, whatever it is, right? As long as it ain't no sicko shit or it ain't no it's not no illegal type stuff, right? Be who you are and stand in it and be proud of it. Because look, we're all humans, we all have similarities, right? But we're all individually different. We all have different minds, thoughts, feelings, actions. I never was with the whole like the whole thought of let me do something because it's cool, right? Except when I was younger, right? But I learned quick that I don't think what I think is cool, everybody else don't think it's cool. What I think is popping, everybody else don't think it's popping. I move on how I think what I think is cool, right? I wear clothes that I like, not that other people says, oh, that brand is popping, so let me wear that, right? I don't move like that. I never did. I love people that are really unafraid to be who they are and really be different, really stand out from the crowd. I really study people like that. Tupac was one of those people, not unapologetically himself. One of the most profound black men ever to live, name is Akhenaten, a pharaoh named Akhenaten. The black pharaoh was King Tut's dad, Nefertiti's husband. He was the first person in history that we got proof of that believed in one God. He was a pharaoh in the 19th dynasty. Out of all the Egyptians, he changed the art, he changed the politics, he changed the religion, he changed the capital, right? He changed everything. And for hundreds of years, they believed in multiple gods. And even after him, they believed in multiple gods. But while Akhenaten was alive, while he in his reign, he changed the religion to believe in one God. The Ad is what he called his God. There's books that have been written on him that compare him to Moses or say that he is the real life Moses, the real historical Moses, right? Let me see. Jesse House, he a genuine ghetto fabulous dog dog that the dude that tool Diddy under his wing. What's his name, bro? The ghetto fabulous, that's his name. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Diddy doing favors for him in freshman college. Yeah, Diddy's getting what he deserves, even if he doesn't get charged, but they should charge. Diddy had a good run, right? He had a long run. He got away with a lot of stuff. It's catching up with him now, right? He got away with a lot of stuff for a lot of years. And I think if he don't take a plea, we're gonna see a lot of this come out, right? And there's gonna be other people that get charged and that we're gonna see more names come out. If this goes to trial, we're gonna see actually who was really doing dirt with Diddy and who was his helpers, his minions, his yes men. Because all these people, all these celebrities that get caught up, they got a team around them that help them do these illegal activities. R. Kelly, one of them, his whole team around him scouted girls out at McDonald's, at high schools. Literally, they got these yes men around them that because R. Kelly pays them. This is where I talk about morals over money, right? There's not a amount of money you can pay me to make me abandon my morals. But this is what these people did that are around these big stars. They want that check, they want that bag. So they're gonna do something even criminal that goes against what they believe in just to get that bag. I don't believe in that. And this goes into the Snoop Dogg thing. Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross, Nelly, Soulja Boy, they all performed for Trump. But Snoop Dogg was the most important one because he denounced Trump, called him a racist, everything, but then went and performed for him. And he just said he didn't perform for Trump, right? It just came out today. He said he performed for some other dude that was running the crypto ball that they threw for Trump. But I mean, I think that's PR for real. Did he the hell you said? It's just Kenny. I understand NYPD here don't give a F around here. Talking to them is like talking to a wall. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. A lot of police don't. They don't care about. Police are some of the most arrogant, ignorant people. I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of them, there's good cops. I ain't gonna lie. There are good cops, but the bad ones, there's a lot of them, and it spoils it for the whole bunch. To be honest, I don't like to generalize people, but I just don't mess with the police. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't, man. I just think that the whole the whole system is really corrupt and really not executed in a fashion how it should be. 50 a genius on 6ix9ine can't to the crime, don't do it, can't do 6ix9ine can't do the time, don't do the crime, pimping. He knew they could have done that to him and his girl. He should have seen that and got out, but he couldn't resist the attention or money. Exactly. You could tell that 6ix9ine was attention like monster. Like he loved attention. It's why you see him with the rainbow hair, why he got the tattoos all over his face and all that, right? And there was a video early on in his career where he was holding his phone up recording. He was walking down the street and this man was literally sad because he walked down the block, right? Whatever block that was popping that he was around. And he said, nobody noticed me. Nobody hollered. Nobody said nothing to me, right? He was literally sad about it and made a video about how nobody paid him attention for him just walking down the street as if people are supposed to be like grabbing for his attention and running up to him like he's some kind of idol or something, right? That video came out. You could probably find it. It came out years ago when he was first popping, but you could tell 6ix9ine was an attention monster, right? He loved and craved attention. So yeah, he couldn't stop. 6ix9ine narcissist. Yeah, he is. The cops be effed up. You get caught, they split you up and your homie. Yeah, feed you snacks, make you comfy, then accuse you or tell you your homie snitch on. Yeah, they'll play mind games with you. We done seen the first 48. We done seen all that. Like I never been in those situations where like most of my dirt I was by myself, so it wasn't nobody to snitch on. But there's been situations that I could have snitched, right? I didn't. But yeah, if they will put you in those situations to be like, oh yeah, well your homie just said this, so what you gonna do, right? If you're in the chat, hit that like button, turn this up. If you're not subscribed to the channel. If you like the content, I make videos every day, new videos every day, hip hop news, black culture, national news, recovery. I cover all four of those. If you're not subscribed, if you are, thank you, love y'all. It's just Kenny. You're in your mid-20s, right? I'm 38. Everybody think I'm in my like 25. I'm 38. I'll be 39 this year. What is the topic? The Batman. The topic was we was going through a bunch. We was just talking about beef though, and really being a man, right? Not snitching. If you do something that puts you in jail, don't tell on somebody. And snitching is a coward move. This is what I was talking about. Snitching is a coward move. All right. Yeah, I got down to the bottom of the chat. So
Another one. What else did I put in the title? Um, oh yeah, Snoop Dogg and looking good for 38, man. I think good look. Thank you. It's just Kenny. Shout out, it's just Kenny with the compliment. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I told one of my coworkers just the other day. Yeah. I said something about my kids. I think you're Arabic. Yeah, no, I'm not Arabic. No, Greek and black. The Batman, but Batman is. I do read comics. Batman is one of my favorite characters. Batman and the Flash, 1 and 2. Greatest characters ever. How do you feel about Trap Lord Ross? Trap Lord, that's a good question. Trap Lord Ross, he does some good, he does good videos. Like, I can't hate on Trap Lord Ross. He does good videos. And he doesn't, I feel like he doesn't, while he does have like controversial titles, right? About like the King Von one, right? Where he called him a serial, right? He has controversial titles, but the content, the videos, he really does his research. He really like digs in and tries to find the information and does find the information. I like Trap Lil Ross. I don't put him in the same. I put Vlad and Adam 22 as culture vultures, right? I feel like I don't put Trap Lil Ross in that category. I feel like DJ Vlad, Adam 22, that's how they make their money, is from the black community. Vlad, he misquoted Farrakhan. He disrespected Farrakhan by misquoting him, right? Never apologized. But let somebody like Nick Cannon or somebody or anybody say something about Jewish people, about Russian people, he wants an apology. He tries to tear down our legends, tried to clown Marlon Wayans, talking about he ain't worth $40,000. It's Marlon Wayans, dog. What are you talking about, right? These people, I call them the Parasite podcast. Him, Adam 22, and Vlad TV. Trap Lil Ross, I feel like he's not in that category. While he's not from the culture, right? He's not from America. He's not even from America. The work he does is good, and I don't feel like he disrespects our community at all, really. Adam 22 definitely ain't of the culture at all. And Vlad, he likes to try to act like he is, but really he don't. He be disrespecting us. He be trying to tear down the legend's name. We're gonna get into what he's a good hip-hop journalist, and that's why I like him. Jesse, black male, it's my 30th birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Jesse, turning 30, that big 30, dirty 30. He didn't call him that. He just said by definition, if tried, he would have oh, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. He didn't actually call. I got you. Trap Lil Raw does nothing but respect. Yeah, I respect Trap Lil Raw. I like Trap Lil. Parasite is a good name for it because they suck off, they leech off our community, right? Suck it dry, right? Pause. They leech off our community off of something that they're not, right? Adam 22, a BMX biker dude that listened to hip hop. He really was, and he liked SoundCloud rappers, right? And so he started making videos interviewing SoundCloud rappers. It just so happened that the SoundCloud era was boomed, and then so his channel boomed up because he was interviewing. He was like the first to interview these SoundCloud rappers. So he like stumbled in his position. But you could tell just by hearing him talk and the messy stuff he does, having gang members on. But then when some real stuff pop off at his studios, right, or in his parking lot, he's looking to duck and dodge. He ain't trying to stand next to whack. He's saying, oh, this ain't good for my business and blah blah blah. So then why do you put that energy out to the world? He likes to interview all these gangsters, right? He can have all these gang members. It's up on the channel right now. And Adam 22, we gotta talk about this. He just had No Jumper is going down bad. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Look, No Jumper, it's up on the channel right now. They just interviewed some white dude, right? Some redheaded bigger white dude. The title of the video is why he can't stop saying the N-word, and making it like why he can't stop saying the N-word, right? As if the N-word is a drug addiction, right? As if it's something that got a hold on of him, and he's a slave to it, and he just can't stop saying it, right? This is the title of the video. This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's so disrespectful. First of all, who
who is the dude that you even interviewing, and why is you even interviewing a white dude talking about he can't stop saying the N-word? For one, if you're not black, you shouldn't be saying it anyway. Let's start there. For two, he making whole videos on this, interviewing somebody, acting like the N-word is a drug addiction to this guy, right? Like it's just so he just can't stop saying it. It's just so it just got a hold of him that much that he just gotta say the N-word, right? Get out. It missed me with that. They make money off the culture of hip hop and beats. Exactly. They try to, and Vlad is he's the creator, originator of this. Adam 22 learned from him. Every time he got somebody on there, he loved to bring up other people. And this is what we're gonna talk about as far as while Vlad is a Tupac fan, he be trying to tear down Tupac's image at the same time, right? Because he is a Tupac fan. But he got Michael J. White on, right? On the channel. And every time he come on, hit that like button if y'all in here. If y'all haven't hit the like button. In the chat, every time he interviews Michael J. White, he asks, and Michael J. White was friends with Tupac, supposedly. He hung out with Tupac. Every time he come on, he asks Michael J. White about Tupac being fake around him, right? This is what Michael J. White says. Tupac would be like goofy because he says, Michael J. White says, because I talk proper and I talk how I talk, that when me and Tupac hung out, he would talk like that and we'd be more goofy. But then when black people would come around us, he would start talking in slang and talking ghetto and all this, right? For one, and he calls Tupac fake because some of Tupac's image is of a thug, is of that he's a tough guy and that he's hard, right? Which Tupac never said he was the toughest dude out, never said he was a gangster. Yes, he did say he was a thug. He said because he came from the gutter and he's still here, right? This is what he said in interviews. He didn't say I'm a thug because I'm the toughest dude out. He never said that. But Michael J. White is trying to say that he's fake because he was goofy and playful around Michael J. White, but he had other facets to his personality. Newsflash, spoiler alert, humans are not 100% all the time the same way. We got many different personalities, traits, right? Many different characteristics of ourselves. One day I might want to listen to some 90s R&B and chill with my girl. The next day, if somebody disrespects me, I'm gonna disrespect them back, right? I'm gonna be acting so-called tough if I'm disrespected, right? There's nobody is 100% one way. And the reason why we fell in love with Tupac was not because he's the toughest. It was because he was real. It's because he spoke to our hearts, our souls. He was literally, this is why no other artist can't hold a candle to Tupac, is because his genuineness, his realness shined through, right? It shined, whatever he was saying, it was real. Whatever he was saying, it was truthful, right? And that's why we love Tupac. He was literally rapping poetry to our hearts, to our souls. This is why everybody that tries to compare Biggie and Tupac made you feel something, right? Biggie will make you be like, oh, damn, did you hear what he just said? You heard, damn, man, he put that together, the wordplay and all that. Tupac wasn't like that. Tupac will make you want to love your chick, or make you want to ride out, make you want to ride on your ops, and make you want to change the world, and make you want to get on your Martin Luther King, get on your Malcolm X-ish. Like, that's the type of stuff Tupac was on. He can make you feel something. That's why nobody can hold a candle to Tupac. But Michael J. White loves to say that Tupac was faking for this, that he was fake because he wasn't 100% being tough 100% of the time, right? As if all gangsters and all tough guys are tough every day, all day, 24/7. It ain't like that. It's just not. Nobody is one way the whole time, every day, every minute of the day. It ain't like that. And that's why I'm talking about Vlad TV trying to tear down Tupac's image and Tupac's name for real and his legacy. Another one that tries to tear down. It says thanks, you're a real one for that. No jumping, running out of ideas and just trying to get a rise out of people. Examples, people or the media perpetuating, manifesting negative energies with fight. Real talk. Shout out to Jesse. Jesse Housel. The women's rights era of Tupac make me cry. You are appreciated. The women's rights era. Tupac spoke. The Brenda's got a baby. The Dear Mamas. Like, these are songs that
are timeless. Dear Mama is timeless. I can listen to somebody's gonna listen to Dear Mama 100 years from now. I firmly believe that. Somebody will be listening to Dear Mama, not just one, like millions of people will be listening to Dear Mama years from now. It'll be on commercials, it'll be on YouTube, like you know what I mean? It'll still be in the pop culture because his music is still played throughout the world. 10 years ago, I had an exorcism before on me. I broke both my legs and tailbone. I still have my days. I may transfer the demon into the phone. You wildin'. It's just Kenny. What the hell? Think you got a bot in here? Yeah, I definitely got a bot in there. He preached love for his mama. I can relate. Make me cry every time. Yeah, like touch my soul with that. Touch my spirit. Real talk. That hits deep in my heart. Yeah. And then another one who tried to tear down Tupac's legacy. Candace Owens. And this woman literally said that based on, and I've been watched it. I watched this interview years ago before it was even on the internet. I watched it on a DVD. Tupac's very first interview at 17 years old. Somebody interviewed him. Look up because I asked you another question. What was the question? I think you got a buy here. It's just Kenny. Where you at? Happy belated birthday. I don't see it. Going to be 44. Yeah, I don't see the other question. It's just Kenny. I don't see the other question. Happy belated birthday to Jesse. Yeah, we said happy birthday to him. Yeah, got a bot. I didn't see the other question, brother. I don't see it. Type it again, because I looked up. I ain't see it. But Candace Owens tried to say that from a 17-year-old Tupac in this interview. Y'all can go look it up. And her video is on her channel about it. I made a video about it. It's on the channel. And it's in my Black Icon Spotlight video I just made. I just dropped that like 2-3 days ago. She says that Tupac was gay, right? Tupac is gay. Somebody that called out other gay rappers, right? Other gay people, right? And didn't really wasn't really for gay people, right? He wasn't straight up homophobic, but he called out Dr. Dre for being gay, stuff like that, right? She says because of his hand movements, by the way he was moving his hands, it was a little feminine, right? He's a young kid, 17, raised by a single mother. And the way he was talking, like his voice was kind of a little bit feminine, a little bit, right? This is why she says that because of his hand movements, that means he likes the same sex. Now, do you hear how ridiculous and stupid that sounds? To say and shallow, that just shows you how shallow this woman is. To correlate hand movements to whether you are gay or straight, is totally stupid to me. That's just like well, yeah, that freaking that non-dinosaur believing woman. Yeah, that freaking. Do you consider those that are non-POC that are in the culture or use the culture as parasites like Kid Rock? Impossible. Do you consider those that are non-POC? What? Oh, okay, that are in the culture or use the culture as parasites like Kid Rock and Post Malone. I don't like this. This is what I consider a culture vulture, and people that are parasites, right? Are the people that, and Kid Rock is one of them. But I haven't heard nothing back. But yeah, people that like try to front and fake that like they're for the culture or they're a part of the culture and try to eat off of our music and try to imitate us. That it's kind of culture vultures, but the people that I really consider culture vultures and parasites as Vlad TV and Adam is because they have blatantly disrespected our community and people in our community, right? While at the same time trying to act like and doing content on people of our community. I really think we should stop going on Vlad and going on Adam 22. Vlad never apologized for the Farrakhan misquote and disrespected Farrakhan, never apologized for it, even though he wants apologies from other people that disrespect his people. Adam 22, you could just listen to him talk and hear him talk and know that he is not anywhere near
by or for the culture just by hearing him talk. But it's this people that blatantly disrespect, and that's what Adam 22 and Vlad did, right? Is they blatantly disrespected our community while eating off our community. Now, if I heard something of Post Malone disrespecting our community, yeah, I would consider him a culture vulture. But if you're just imitating us, and you really bigging us up, then yeah, I don't consider you a culture vulture. Kid Rock, I don't know. I really don't know a lot about him, his like thoughts, his a whole lot of what he said. But if I heard him say something disrespectful about black people and you're eating off black culture, then yeah, you're a culture vulture. But as long as you're not disrespecting our community or our people, and you just really want to be an ally, you really want to be down with us, then yeah, come on down with us. Like as long as you show respect, we welcome you in, open arms. Kanye West, do you consider okay? Just yeah. So what? Tupac was a feminine, masculine, raised by his mom. Same way because I was beat up all that. Kid Rock is not a parasite. He made his own kind of genre. Yeah, he did. Yeah, plus I never heard him say nothing disrespectful towards black people. Post Malone is moving towards country music. Yeah, he is. He is. But Post Malone is a good artist, even though he's not black, right? But he's a good artist. Like I rock with Post Malone. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, he was a feminine masculine, right? This is what happens when you're raised by a single mother. Everybody, I was raised by a single mother. You take on the characteristics of the parent you live with. It just happens. Kids mimic their parents, whether it's hand movements, whether it's the way they say things, what they say, how they say it. It's just natural, right? You just kids pick up what they see, and that's what Tupac was doing. He was a young kid. That doesn't mean that he was gay. Like Candace Owens, to be that smart and that stupid at the same time baffles me. Or to be that smart, supposedly she's smart, right? Same woman that says slavery was a choice. Really, she ain't really that smart to me, right? But she tries to come across as smart. I'm pretty sure. I think she went to college. She really maybe is book smart, but not common sense smart. And she really is shallow. Like this just shows you how shallow she is. But that you judge somebody based on, this is what I can't stand. People that judge somebody based on their appearance or the way they talk or the way they walk or the way their hands move or whatever, and try to say that and try to put them in a box. This is what I can't stand. I don't subscribe to none of that. I don't let people put me in a box, and I don't try to put other people in a box. That's what's wrong with a lot of people, is that we like to put our thoughts, feelings, emotions on the other people. And I think you should keep them to yourself. Like if whatever you think, feel, whatever your traditions are, yeah, you do them for yourself. But to put them on other people, that's where you crossing the line, right? And that's what she's doing. So yeah, she tried to say that Tupac was gay, made a whole video, commented on it. Yeah, a lot of people, what, like I was raised by a single mother, right? Tupac was such a individual though. Even with all that, he was still who he was. Like his mom raised him, but you could tell that they clashed, right? He had his own thoughts, she had her own thoughts. It's just the mannerisms that he picked up along the way, right? So yeah, that's why. But yeah, I don't consider Post Malone or Kid Rock really a culture vulture. Vlad TV is one of the number one. Vlad TV and then did you hear Fat Joe? Like Fat Joe, he just got booed on stage. That video just dropped today. He got booed on stage. I don't know where he was at, but his comments on FBAs called us broke, said that we're racist, right? Said that FBAs are racist, said that Puerto Ricans and FBAs created hip hop when we know that hip hop is black culture, period. Black people created hip hop. And not only hip hop, we created other genres of music as well. Blues, jazz, like we created other genres of music, not just rap. And so he got a lot of backlash for it. Sorry, G Typers. I was also raised by my mom and grew up in the hood. Trailer parks, not a lot of money. We're white, but I grew up too. My brother was into rap like 33 Mafia, but the devil worship, but the devil worship both. Yeah, I grew up listening to 3 6 and I live an hour away from Cleveland, so yeah, I grew up listening to Bone Thugs was one of the hardest groups growing up when I came up. That video that it's the thuggish ruggish bone man that video went. That video went, and their album went too. Hard as hell. Get rid of that hat too. I ain't never taking this hat. I wear this hat to sleep, bro. We talk Ryan. Shout out to Ryan trying to get me to take this hat off. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. It's my favorite hat. Let's see. Well, sometimes I think I might be what Jimmy. What I love Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's what made me love Melody. Yeah. They had their whole style and flow was just different. They changed the game. A lot of people imitated that style and that flow. Wiz Khalifa, a whole bunch of people, right? Busy Bone. He did perfected the fast rapping, right? I can tell. I know. I hope you can tell. That's good. That's what's up, Ryan. Shout out to Ryan in the chat. He can tell. You got a flow like a twig on the banks. You got a flow like a twig on the banks. What? I got bots. Ryan's there's a bot. Ryan, yeah, Ryan's a bot. AI in the chat. Jimmy, you are Jesus. We all are real. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, real talk. Broken. Ryan's a bot. Yeah, they be having. They got bots on my stuff. Yeah, they be hating on me. Them bots be hating. It's probably Trump for real. It's probably Trump because all the Trump videos I made, he probably sending bots to me. Yeah, you ain't real. Show your real face. Show your real face. Come on screen, Ryan. Come on. Busta Rhymes kills it. Yeah. I like shout out SK. I like Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes do be killing it with that flow. Busta Rhymes, and for Busta Rhymes, like he got some of the most legendary features, like just one verse on songs. I forget some of the songs, but he came on a couple of them early 2000 songs and killed the game, right? And this was back when this was like after his heyday, right? And when he was just really not putting out that many albums, he was just jumping on people's features, jumping on people's songs. Who are my top 5 rappers of all time? Videos on the channel. I made that video already. Tupac, number 1. Kanye West, number 2. Jay-Z, number 3. Lil Wayne, number 4. And number 5, I got a lot of flack for my number 5. But it is what it is. It's my top 5. Jim Jones, my top 5. His first album is classic. Second album is great. Third album is great. And he's still making music today. Still making music. Still putting. Did you hear the diss record? Did y'all hear the diss record tour to Cam? I had them Billies throwing bees up in. Yeah, a lot of in here. A lot of come on. Yeah, Ryan definitely a bot for sure. What is that picture? Oh, Goofy. Oh my God. Is that a yeah, if I can't see your picture, bro, you a bot. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, top 5, Pac, Ye, Jay, Lil Wayne, Jim Jones. I thought about Jay-Z and Kanye West a lot. Like I could have switched them out. Jay could have been 2. I left Biggie off on purpose because he only had one album when he was alive. He only had one album. While he was a great artist, you got to have at least more than one album, right? At least more than one. Because everybody else that's on the top 5 got at least like 4, 3, 5, 6, 7. So I left Biggie off on purpose. I know he is one of the greatest rappers to ever do it, right? But to me, that longevity and really having everybody that I put on that album really got a message behind what they're saying, really have an authenticity to them, especially Kanye West, especially Tupac. Kanye West is the closest to a Tupac as far as authenticity, as far as really saying what's on his mind, right? This was what Tupac did, and this is what I love Kanye West for, is that he'll say what other people are thinking. The whole George Bush thing, right? Standing next to Mike Myers. Mike Myers was looking like, what? Did he just say that?
Kanye West said George Bush does not care about black people. Everybody in the country was thinking that. Everybody in the country was thinking that. Katrina had just happened, the flood in New people, devastation, destruction all around New Orleans. No help, right? Nothing. He flying around the helicopter around New Orleans, the president. Kanye West got on MTV and said George Bush does not care about black people. One of the biggest moments ever for a rapper to really, and because he was supposed to read from a teleprompter. That's why Mike Myers looked at him crazy when he said it, because he went off script. Shout out to Kanye West, really speaking from the heart, really not allowing like these big companies to tell you what to say and really saying what was really on his mind, right? The Taylor Swift thing. Exactly. NY people just wanted Biggie to be number one because he was from the NY. Exactly. And the whole thing is Tupac was he really loved NY because he lived there for a certain amount of time. His name was gonna be MC New York. That's what he called himself when he first rapped. That's the thing. It's only because he went to death row and started beefing with Biggie from the NY. But look, shout out to Jack One Uptone. Jack One Uptone. You're right. They only want Biggie to be number one because he's from New York, but he ain't got enough records. He don't have enough he don't got enough albums. The second album came out posthumously after he passed. Tupac had 5 albums, right? Tupacalypse Now, Strictly for My Niggas, Me Against the World, All Eyes on Me. He had 4 albums. 4 albums. Before, and then Machiavelli came out right after he passed. So yeah, you gotta have more than one. And Biggie, you gotta have more than one, bro. You gotta have more than one. Anybody can give you one classic. There's a lot of The Game got his first album classic to me. 50 Cent classic first album. A lot of people got classics, but to be a great, to be a legend, to be top 5, you gotta have more than one. You got to have Master P as top 5. Oh, SK, yeah, you know what? Master P does get forgotten a lot, and even myself, I forget him. Bro, when I was growing up, Master P, after Tupac passed, Master P and No Limit was the biggest things ever in rap. In my world, right? In middle school, that Ghetto D album, I still remember how that Ghetto D CD case felt. I still remember how I had the little bubble letters, how it looked, the style was different. Master P is a great, right? He had a great run. I think Cash Money was a lot similar to him, and a lot of people, because Cash Money had more success than No Limit, a lot of people overlooked No Limit. But Master P was one of the best to do it. While he's not on my top 5, he's definitely up there for me. Like, they had a run. They signed Snoop after Snoop left Death Row. Pac got a huge catalog, huge, the biggest artist. He was the first rap artist to give us a double CD and nothing but classics. All Eyes on Me, one of the biggest hip hop records ever. Right. Can't nobody hold a candle to Tupac. And then just as a person, he was inspirational, motivational, just as a person. Revolutionary, great thinker, changed the world, ambition, out of here, right? He could act. He was an actor too. He was talented in music, and he was like Denzel in acting. Come on now. Come on. And he could write poetry. And, like, come on. He was gonna start like writing his own scripts, writing his own movies. I think eventually he probably would have gotten into politics. He probably would have did some activism type stuff. If Tupac lived to get to that like wisdom age where he really started thinking about what he did first instead of just moving off his emotions, he would have been bigger than Obama, right? He would have been out of this world. And he was already out of this world just from the 25 years we got. Kanye, a super real one for not looking at the color of his skin and letting it define it. Kanye was 100 authentic. Charlie Craig, bro. Come on. Yeah, real talk. 2 Live Crew. I really wasn't a fan of 2 Live Crew. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't a big fan of 2 Live Crew. That's the ace. Pac was like the Jesus Christ of hip hop. He kind of was though. Like, check this out. Tupac was the closest thing to a legendary
Tupac is the closest thing to a legendary to a mythological figure that we have in the real world that I got to witness in real time. Right, we have all these, like, you hear of stories, right? Like these ancient myths of people that did these like unthinkable deeds, or these like these events that they did and these actions that they did that was so unbelievable, like did miracles or beat monsters and stuff like that. Tupac was that, but in real life. He shot 2 off-duty white cops in the South and got away with it. Beat the case. That right there solidified him as legendary forever after that. He shot 2 off-duty cops in the South. A black man in the South shot 2 cops and beat the case, right? Stuff he actually did, he was a legend in his own time. Like, he was already a legend before he passed. There was stuff he did in the streets, scuffles and shootouts that he got into that built his legend, that just showed you, like, the heart he had and the spirit he had. He was larger than life. Like, he really was like a Hercules type character, but in real life and in rap. Even when he got shot 5 times, y'all seen the photo of him coming out in the stretcher in the ambulance? He got the finger put up, right, in the camera. Perfect shot of him holding up the middle finger, right? Still, he got shot. He's shot almost dying, but he puts up the middle finger because people are taking pictures of him as he's going to the ambulance. While the guys were they didn't want to shoot Tupac in the quad studio shooting. They didn't want to shoot him. All they wanted was to get they wanted to rob him. He wasn't going for it. He had a gun on him. They was telling him and the dudes he was with fell to the ground, right? As soon as the guys came up to him with the guns, they fell to the ground. Tupac stood there talking shit. His life was on the line, and he was not doing what the hell they was telling him to do. Hell no, I ain't getting on the ground. I'm not turning around. He reached for his gun to shoot back, was talking shit the whole time, and tried to shoot back at him. I think he ended up shooting himself, right? And that's why he got shot, because he would not back down, even in the face, even with his own life right there in the balance. He would not back down, right? This is the type of person, a legendary figure he was. This is why he's loved globally, worldwide. Pac was like, LOL, it was a blessing to be old enough to remember Pac when he was still alive. It really is. Jack went up telling it's a blessing. Like, I got to really see that in real time. I feel lucky. Like, I've never witnessed it. I never witnessed it with any other person, any other celebrity, any other rapper. I never witnessed that type of person. Tupac was like genuinely unique in his own right, as far as his thoughts, his feelings, his actions, his word, everything was unique. He was one of those Jesus type figures, one of those Akhenaten type figures, one of those Moses type figures, one of those David and Goliath, David type figures. This is what's really Tupac. He was really like David, right? Beating Goliath. He was really that. And I feel like that's what we was watching in real time. We was watching a modern day David fight Goliath and beat him, right? That's what we was watching. He's a real legend, real myth. He was a myth. Like, he got legendary stuff about him, but he actually did these things. I've been trolling with the 2 Live crew. Yo, the baby, the only other one in a similar situation in Wally World. Yeah, he did. And he got away with it because it was self-defense, not Pac level. I'm very glad you got to experience Tupac in his truth. Yeah, real Messiah type. Yeah, like, we're doing the D's and all that. Like, really being about what they say they about. You know what I mean? I'm about to it's getting late. Well, it's not getting late, but I've been on here a minute. It's probably the longest live I ever did. I ain't gonna hold you. If y'all is not subscribed to the channel, the 7-Day Theory, 7 spelled with the number 7, EVEN. If y'all are subscribed, thank y'all, love y'all. I drop content every day: hip hop news, black culture, national news, recovery, yeah, all that is covered on the channel. If y'all not subscribed, hit me up. I drop content every day. We got memberships, $1.99 a month, custom loyalty badges, custom emojis. You get member shout outs at the end of videos. I'm just getting over a cold. You can see I'm still sniffling. I need to blow my nose and shit. I liked it, and I'll definitely be supporting. Shout out Jesse Hassel. Thank you, appreciate you. Real stuff. Real day one stuff. We going up, man. We going up. I appreciate all the love. Shout out to Jack One Up Tone. Shout out to Jesse. Happy. I think that was your birthday, right? Happy birthday. Who else was in the chat? SK. Shout out SK. Shout out. Who else was in the chat? Jimmy. Shout out Jimmy. Yeah. Shout out Jimmy. Jesse. Yeah. Oh, it's just Kenny. Shout out to everybody that joined the chat. Love y'all. Have a good night. Be safe. Keep your head up and your eyes open. 7 day. I'm out.